We should define some terms here, and maybe you get a little story. So, from the New Century Dictionary of English, quote, fear.
1. Any of the discrete parts of the face, as in the eyes, or mouth, or eyes.
2. The capital of Lower Meerschaum in the north, central, southeast corner. Top 8,000,001 approx.
3. Fear.
4. C3.
5. There is no 7. Colloquial, archaic. A verb or noun, depends. End quote. Hey, look at that. Philosophic. Adjective. Causing or intending to cause happiness. Philosophic. Anyway, now, I guess we begin. Do you like magic? I don't. Enough about me. Let's get to our story. Do you want a story? Do you need to see me to hear me? If so, sorry. Not yet. I'm afraid you'll laugh at my native costume. Promise you won't laugh. I know you won't, friends. I trust you won't, but not because you promised. You'll see me soon enough, I suspect, but not yet.
And yet, some things are not really ours to decide. The shape of the face, say, or whether we're forgiven, how tall we are, where to die, and when.
I'll wait for the laughter to die down. I still sense some laughter. There. Wait. Now. There. Oh, me.
So, our story. Don't make it hard on yourselves. Don't be troubled by what you might perceive as hard, obscure, and troublous. Just remember the simple human future before you. This, a little boy in a cowboy suit, riding in a puddle with a stick, a dog approaching. Deaf or dumb, the boy is, or like anyone, a little timid, ashamed, afraid, like us, like you. Our little boy is wearing short shoes, no socks, no cowboy boots. He is there, dreaming of this real life here. Picture the boy, a terrible storm that's just ended. A cloud overhead, a little rumble. The boy writes his watery lines. See his eyes, sympathize with his clothes. Now, break his arm. Give him some injury, some problem with his hip so he stands funny, can't walk real good. Now picture that the stick he is writing with is a violin bow. Picture a violin section. Picture every living person as a member of a violin section. We hold the bow above the strings ready to play. Picture a bird settling on a branch. The violins are on fire. Feel the world inhale. Picture the readiness, the stillness, the virtuosity. Among this, the chime. Picture ash glowing into a newly blue sky. Now go fuck yourselves.
Picture, I don't know, a bird. Or the kid, the child. Picture whatever you want. You're free, at least to this little extent, yes? Who knows? Not me. You know who I suddenly don't need? Anyone. No, I don't know either. No bother. Or to employ the popular phrase we use today to express our brainless and simpering tolerance of everything. The breakdown of distinction, a fading national soul. Whatever. I'm like whatever. I really am like whatever. Does it scare you, being face to face with a modern mind? It should. There is no reason not to be afraid, none. Or I don't know. Shall I save your life? Shall I love you slowly and be true? Shall I stroke your cheek gently, almost not at all, and bring you a glass of cold water in the restless, humid night? Whatever.
Meanwhile, we were speaking of the infant, the cowboy-suited child making his way in the business world. A tale for the ages. A flowery unfolding that will leave you yearning for that old yearning that goodbye.
Or a war hunt. Pardon my French. Unlike him, I strike people as a person who just left. But our little performance, our tour on the themes of fear, boyhood, hate, performance, nature of performance, etc., at the heart of man or woman and vice versa, you know, you might have been better off if you had gone with your heart and left, like our friend now departed who left with his heart and the rest of his organs. I don't know. This was an aside. Pretend I didn't say it. Don't imagine a pink elephant. Questions? No?
I have one. When did your childhood end? How badly did you get hurt when you were this little, this wee little hurtable thing, nothing but big eyes, a heart, and a few hundred words? Isn't it wonderful how we never recover? Injuries and wounds, ladies and gents, slights and abuses. What a paradise. Living in fear, suiting the hurts to our need. I'm serious. What a happy life. What a good game. Who can stand the most? The most life and still smile, still grin into that coming night, saying more, more. Encore, encore, you fuckers, you fates. Just give me more of the bloody, bloody same. Or, I don't know. What do I know? People ask about the name Thom. I don't answer. Or I say it's been in the family a while. Or I say Child Herald for no reason. Then one of us walks away.
Now imagine a pink elephant. Now stop. Good. Excuse me, sir. Good. Now I think would be a good time for a raffle. We have some very nice prizes. I hope you held on to your tickets, on the back of which is a number. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Who has the luck with him tonight? This will be fun.
There is no raffle. Who said there was going to be a raffle? The good news is you didn't lose. You lost nothing except the time it took to find this out, which is a pretty big chunk. Someday, some minute, you'll have 30 seconds to live. Think of me and my little comic bit about the raffle. Think of me fucking around with your life and try to smile. What if you only had one day to live? What would you do? That's easy. You'd be brave and true and reckless. You would love life and people with a wild and a new abandon if you only had one day. What if you only had 40 years? What would you do? If you're like me, and no offense, but you probably are, you wouldn't do anything. It's sad, isn't it? The dead horse of life we beat. All the harder, all the wilder, all the deader it gets. On the other hand, there are some nice shops in the area. I bought a candle holder and a chair today. Lost the candle holder somewhere. Now I think would be a good time for the raffle. I hope you held on to your tick. No. I'm sorry. Where was I? I was thinking about your life. Very distracting. Okay. I bought a candle holder and a chair today. I lost the candle holder somewhere.
What a nice crowd. I see no difference, really. In a world full of difference, sickening, disheartening difference, I see none. Between the you and the me. You all seem so wonderful, and I seem so wonderful, and so I make no distinction. See no separation, no unbridgeable distance between us, the wonderful us. Or none worth remarking, because the thought of you disgusts me so much. The thought of you doesn't disgust me that much. In fact, you all are so wonderful, I'd like to take you home, leave you there, and go somewhere else. No. Seriously, the truth? I don't care either way. That's not true. I do care either way. I'm the type of person you might not hear from for some time and then suddenly, bang, you never hear from me again. We're all roughly this way. Yeah? Roughly. Except you. You're different. You're lovely. I love your difference. It's so wonderful and lovely and different. Where are you from, I wonder? Or did wonder about 2 seconds ago. But now that's over. We're through. I'm sorry. You can throw my things away. I'd change the locks if I were you. Bye now. Gravity is funny sometimes. Other times not so much. We've all made similar mistakes. Mistaking the bee for the flower. Giving our heart away to the first prick of the bitch to come down the trickling river. Anyway, the boy crawled enough away. Almost died. Lay there until evening, either crying or laughing. To think of nature in pain among the crickets and the frogs. Yeah.
You really are very forgiving to let me get lost like this. No one else lets me do anything. Everyone always has little tips about my soul, nitpicking about my psyche. Hey, they say, What about a haircut? Must he be exactly that tall? Maybe you could talk different. Why are you looking east? Is that really how you eat oranges? Brush your teeth. Change. I hate how you breathe. So, comparatively, you really are a nice group. So easygoing, watching so gently. Looking out at all of you, I am struck by the sort of...
Behold, consider. Use your head and imagine this is a brain. But the mind, there it is, in the skull of a boy still in the womb. Battleship grey and growing, folding over on itself, turning as he kicks his way into the wall. Amazing. A little boy learns to crawl, nerves firing, his mind relying on his hands and knees. Unless little boy is introduced to a stranger, is embarrassed. His brain sending blood to his face, his mind telling him, look down, little boy, hurt inside, be shy, and so on and on. Until an old man sits in a chair. The hearing gone, the eyes gone, the body almost gone. But the brain? Brain is still going. The mind, insisting on itself, making itself heard, causing trouble. There it is. The brain, the mind in a chair, in a field, or the stars of bright sun of Egypt beamed on who will, all the while, fighting, revising, planning its next defeat. Or a man stands before you, age unimportant, mouth moving, big things going badly, but a million little things going right. The brain is doing its job. The mind? Another story. It's a monster. They don't know the doctors, the distinguished authors. But the memories up there. Her fine hand on your shoulder on the steps of a museum. The dog had played with a caterpillar. Insomnia, nausea, ocean waves, rain, the taste of mascara, the feeling of night, how the world can sound. Such feeling, life, such sensation, yes? Now pile the words on top and watch them see. Think of it. The brain and the mind and all that up there. Married, happily or not. Imagine.
Or just think about snot. Imagine that this is a handkerchief and that I just blew my nose into it. To backtrack, you worry you have anxiety. The blood vessels constrict. The handkerchief crumples. It's a headache, a migraine, a blow to the head. And now you try to live. It all seems so useless, so unusable. The house you live in, the oceans, mountains, peacekeeping forces, restaurants and anniversaries, factories and gardens. Useless. Fuck it all. Kill it. Burn it all down, you say, if you have a little headache. So maybe I have a little headache. Maybe I was born with a little headache. Maybe this is all just some wrong pressure somewhere. I'm speaking softly for a reason. I guess maybe because I hope that you... I don't know. You know what? Skip it. Thank you, though. Where are we going to learn new things? What happens in the little spurt in the time we are, I guess, given? You're being very patient.
Love. I was lucky in it once. Wrote a note saying, thank you kindly, leaving now. Keys under the doormat. I had my reasons. None of them good. Wanted to leave before I was left. She wanted it that way. Or would soon enough, maybe. I did not understand things. I was too confusing. I did everything in fear. What was I so afraid of? I had promised. I don't have anything anymore. I do own a dictionary. It's got synonyms in the back, different names with the same meaning to make life seem more full. It also has foreign phrases, biographical entries, things about dead people's lives. I thought you would have left by now. What do you want? Not to disappear, I'm sure, then what? Shall I love you slowly and be true? Shall I stroke your cheek gently, almost not at all, and bring you a glass of boo? Sorry. Have my glass of water. Your throat must be getting dry from all the things you'll never say. And then there's you. Don't say anything. Don't think anything. Just be yourself. Keep in mind how little time there is, how little time there always was. Then try to be brave. Try to be someone else. Someone better.
I know this wasn't much, but let it be enough. Do. Good!
Isn't it great to be alive?